Sup, my name is Ryu for the Yugioh Council. This is Fusionist Turbo. If I sound a little bit off, I still have a head cold, so it's all in there. But hey, let's get this done. So this deck has actually been rolling around on a few channels, but a lot of people haven't really been talking about combos and stuff, and I wanted to do something a little bit different, and this is really different. So I got a bunch of dual replays that follow after this deck profile, but the main key card here is Synchro Fusionist. Now you can run 2 Armageddon Knights with this build to actually get him in the graveyard faster, but I want to eat up the normal summon because I never saw Brilliant Fusion enough to actually warrant it, because basically you use Brilliant Fusion to go into this and get an extra normal summon, so that way the Armageddon Knight doesn't eat up your normal summon. But let's get right into it. 1 Gem Knight Garnet for our Brilliant Fusion. If it's dead, Daigasso Emerald, because we have plenty of ways of bringing out that. 1 Quick Draw Synchron, 1 Trick Clown, 1 Zephyros the Elite, 2 Damage Juggler, 1 Hat Tricker, 1 Mathematician, 1 Psychic Commander, 3 Junk Synchron, 3 Synchro Fusionist, 1 Plague, 1 Recover, 1 Level Eater, 1 Jet Synchron, 1 Glow Up Bulb. For our spells, 3 Instant Fusion, 1 for 1, Rhoda, Soul Charge, Double Reasoning, Foolish Burial, 3 Tuning, 2 Twin Twister, 2 Emergency Teleport, 3 Brilliant Fusion, and of course 1 Refusion. Now, Refusion, Brilliant Fusion, Instant Fusion are our targets for Synchro Fusionists. For when we synchro out with it, Junk Synchron, level 5, or just in general, when we synchro out with it. For our extra deck, very, very wide levels of things. We're using Gem Knight. Saphira Knight gives us additional normal summon, also level 5, so you can synchro into those level 8s really easy. 2 Norden, 1 Trish, 1 Scarlight, 1 Omega, 1 Yang Zing, Boxia, and then 1 Yazi. Basically, Yazi's generic, and then you build off Yazi to go into Boxia, because Boxia is an extremely good synchro, and there's plenty of ways you can use it outside of just Yang Zing. So, if you have a synchro deck that can go into like a level 6, or into a level 8, level 7, then you can go Yazi, or Memphis Horus, and then go into Boxia from there, depending on what your deck can do. 1 Drill Warrior, 1 Hyper Librarian, 1 Excel Synchron, 1 Herald of Arclight, 1 Child Dragon, Tatsunoko, 1 Formula Synchron, and 1 Daigasso Emerald. If you've ever played or seen the deck in OCG called Lovecraft, this is pretty much the TCG version of that deck, so that way everyone understands where I'm coming from with it. So, I'm going to show you how this works. I'm going to break down the plays and how to make it work, so let's get right into it. Alright, so this is what a God Hand looks like, pretty much, and, well, I'm going to show, ones that aren't as godly as this, I guess is the way to phrase it. But let me break this down. So we want to get rid of any back row threat, which really not one there, but just basically bring out Brilliant Fusion as safe as possible. That's pretty much going to be one of the first things we do, is go for Brilliant Fusion. I'm actually going to go for Hat Trick here. Use Brilliant Fusion to get into this, which is going to give us additional normal summon. Now, if you have more than just tuning and shit, then you'll be able to utilize it better than I will here. But here comes the tuning into Junk Synchron, Emergency Teleport into Recover. We go for Recover mainly because we need something to target in the graveyard for Junk Synchron's effect to get the most use out of him. And then we're going to bring out Hat Tricker, go into the Red Dragon. There's the additional normal summon off my draw from Hyper Librarian, which is Mathematician. And I believe I sent Level Eater to the graveyard. And obviously it got Jet Synchron from Excel, so I'm going to be able to make another level 5. But I drop it by 1 so I can make Trish. Another level 8, but I drop it, increase by 1, drop by 1 to make Trish, because Trish is so good. Now that I have less than 5, I have 5 less than my opponent does in the extra deck, I can pay 2,000, Specialist from the graveyard, and utilize it for like a Formula Synchron play. Now he actually quit on me here, but from here I could have went to Herald of Arclight, I could have went to the Child Dragon Suginomo. I can never pronounce it, especially when I have a head cold, so my apologies on mispronouncing it, but I could have went to the Seahorse. So let's go into another duel. This is one of the better decks right now that basically I got to go against while using this. And he actually just sets 1 card, because I guess he didn't have really too much he could do. He placed Solemn Warning there, and I'm like, okay, I have a second one, it's fine. I'm gonna go for it anyway. Use the Clown's effect to get Search, go for Junk Synchron, go for Omega. Go for just 2,800 because I want to build up my, my little empire here. So I actually bashed out a card. I should have waited. I do better with the zombie deck when I'm using Omega, but hey, I've learned a few things. I'm going to eat 2,800 for my little misplay there, but hey, it is what it is. I could have put Clown back in. That's pretty much my misplay. but it is what it is. Go for Synchro Fusionist, go for Insync, go for Norden, go for the Junk, go for Hat Trick, go for Excel, gonna get Refusion, drop Excel, bring back Excel. I'm not exactly sure how I negated that, but no wait, I'm sorry, he negated that himself. I go for Trish. There we go. Again, head cold. It's making me lose my mind at times. And he actually drops on me there, but I wanted to basically continue going, but he wouldn't allow it. So let's go into another game. I actually went against Heroes twice, and this was technically the second time. But I'm gonna show you this first because I just feel it's a little bit better. Go for Hyper Librarian, get Infusion. Go for Excel. I like things in the graveyard. What can I say? Go. There's the Excel. I mean, go for Jet Synchro. I always confuse them. Go for Norden effect, bring back the Synchro Fusionist, go for Omega, draw another card, get a search, which is for Brilliant Fusion, use Brilliant Fusion, get an additional search, and then use Omega to banish one, and then use my extra normal summon to drop that, because I didn't really have anything I could use with Quick Draw. I didn't have the level 8. He actually is going to wipe my entire board here with the Ab-Zero Acid play, which is one of my favorite plays in Heroes, to be honest. It completely is. It just wipes your opponent's board out. Especially when they overextend. They deserve it. Like, I overextended, but I did deserve it. I'm not even going to lie to you. Go for Junk Synchro. I'm going to bring back Synchro Fusionist. It's the key card to everything. Make a Trish. Trish Synchro Fusionist chain. Going to banish out some stuff. And then get Refusion. Going to use Refusion to bring back Norden. Norden's going to get me level 4. Going to get the Garnet. That Garnet's too OP. So I'm going to actually return it to the deck with the Gem Knight, so now I can actually make use of it if I actually top deck into the, one thing I really do need here. So I actually bring back Zephyrus the Elite off Level Eater, which is, again, one of the most hilarious, fun plays to do. And now I'm just going to drop his life points down to 1700, use Omega to banish out that last card, and then all he has is the King of the Swamps that he can't do anything with, so he drops. He says, the hell with it. One of the first matches I had was against Infernoids, and it's kind of hilarious because one of the videos I actually watched trying to understand how this deck worked was from someone who was going against Infernoids. I want to say it was the card guys, basically. So I didn't create the deck. I wouldn't say they created the deck because it's a Lovecraft TCG version, or I guess for me it would be more closer to what we had back when Plant was a thing, like the Plant format, where it's like 2 Lone Fire, 1 Glow Up Bulb, 1 Spore, and Dandelion, and everything else is just random good synchro stuff. But there you go, there's the first game. And then this is the last game, but shout out to those guys anyway, so you should check out their channel, just like, you're watching mine now, you should check out theirs. So, but they were the ones that I saw originally from, but I do know from doing a little bit of research, it's pretty much the TCG Lovecraft, which is still cool as hell, because Synchro Fusionist Turbo is still fun as hell to play. Not a super budgeted deck, but super fun to play. Play it online, trust me, it's uber fun. Uber fun. Uber fun. Here comes that Excel Synchron. Gonna make use of it again. Sorry about the sniffles, I can't help it. I got bad sniffles right now. He's going to chain the Mass Change and the MST, the sack. The sack is real. He goes for Vapor, and I'm like, okay, I haven't seen Vapor in a long time. That's cool by me. Going to use Drill Warrior constantly, because I'm just going to be obnoxious about it. Bring back that Junk, go into the Yazi. Couldn't top deck the one I wanted to top deck, but it's fine. I wanted to basically get a level 1 back and then go from there, but I couldn't. I didn't have what I needed. I didn't have that glow up bulb. Omega's going to put back the Excel, so I can actually go for Boxia here, which Drill's going to give me a card. I'm going to say bye-bye to Drill real quick, just so I can go into Formula Synchron. I could still go into Boxia from here, technically, like that, if I didn't use the level, but I was just like making Trish play. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If I sounded obnoxious with the cold, I'm sorry. I just really wanted to get this out to you guys. But thank you so much for watching, as always. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you enjoy the content. I got more deck profiles coming out over the next couple of days. There will be a subscribe showcase once this fully clears up, because I'm just doing everything at once like I normally do. I'm not waiting, so my apologies. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm out for now. Peace.